Hi and a very good day everyone. Today we are going to see on how to develop an algorithm. Although I'm not from the particular department, I hope that my sharing session will be beneficial to the viewers. Let's see on what is an algorithm development all about. Algorithm development is actually a plan where it is a key step in solving a problem. There are 5 major steps involved in algorithm development. The first one is obtain a problem, then understand and analyze the possible outcomes of the problem, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and review the plan. These are the 5 major steps that involve in the process of algorithm development. An algorithm can be represented either using pseudocode or flowchart. Pseudocode. It is an informal description that uses structural conventions or a combination of natural language and programming language. It is intended for human reading, while the flowchart is a diagrammatic representation that represents a workflow or process. The flowchart describes the steps as boxes of various kinds and their order by connecting the boxes into arrows. So next, let's see the types, names and meaning of each symbol in flowchart. The first symbol is known as terminal symbol. It represents the beginning and end or point of interruption or delay. Next is the process symbol. It represents the process of executing a defined operation. Next, I/O symbol. I/O is actually input and output. Therefore, this symbol represents the input or output function for data processing. Next is the decision symbol, where it represents a decision or determine the path to flow. Next, the flow line symbol. It represents the sequence of a operation. Besides, the connector symbol. It represents the entry or exit to another part of flowchart. Furthermore, the annotation symbol. The annotation symbol represents addition information, comment, or the note. The last one is the predefined process symbol. This predefined process symbol is act as a marker for another process step or series of process flow steps. I have prepared a coding where we need to key in our body weight and height so that we can identify the body mass index, which is BMI. First and foremost, let's see on how to find out the BMI. The actual formula to find the BMI is the weight in kilogram, okay, divide by the height square, okay, where the height must be in meter. So let me use the same color. Now let's see on how the equation will be look like in coding. Assume HA, where the equation is height times with the height. Next, to find out BMI, the weight must be divided with the HA. So as I mentioned before, I have prepared a C program as usual. Okay, the compulsory line. Okay, then I have used a float to declare weight, height, height A and sum. Next, enter your weight, then enter your height. Then for HA, which is height A, is equals to height times width height. For the sum, weight divided by height A. And your BMI reading. Then as usual, your return 0. So now go to execute and compile the program. So for a while guys, the program is processing. So now you can see there is zero error and zero warning, which means there is no error in the program. So just run. Just assume your weight is 50 and your height is 180. So your BMI reading is 0.001543. So let me prove by using the calculator. Enter your height 180 times with 180, so you'll get 32,400. Then 50 divided by the answer, so you will get a 0.001543. Now let us enter into the pseudocode part. So the first one, the compulsory line, is start the program. Next, enter the weight, enter the height, then the fourth line will be calculate the HA using the formula. So the formula to determine HA will be height times height. I will just use a H to represent the height in this case. For the next part, calculate the BMI using the formula. To find out BMI, the weight must be divided with the HA. So let me use the same color for the formula. So BMI equals to weight divided with HA. So the next line will be display of the BMI, and the last line is the compulsory line, which is stop the program. So this is how the pseudocode part will be look like, where it contains 7 lines. The last part that we are going to see for today is the flowchart. In this flowchart, there are only 3 major symbols used, which is the beginning symbol, input or output symbol, and the process symbol. So first one, use the beginning symbol and write start. The next one, where it is input. So we need to use a input output symbol and put enter the weight. For the next part, still same input symbol. So enter the height. The next part is where we are going into the formula. So the formula is actually the process. So we need to use the process symbol and just write back the equation for HA where it is height times width height. I just use a H to represent the height. The next part will be also the same. We will going to use a process symbol to represent the formula for BMI. So the formula for BMI is weight divided by HA. So let me use the same color for the divide symbol. And the last one will be the output. So we need to use a input output symbol and write display of the BMI. And for the last one, use the beginning symbol, okay, to put the end. I mean beginning or end symbol. Just write a end inside. So let me use the same color. Okay, next. Actually, it seems it's a flow chart, so we need to use the arrow. So the arrow will be follow, okay, the sequence. Okay, the first one start, enter the weight, 2, enter the height, to the HA formula, okay, from HA formula to BMI, then to display the BMI, and the last one is to the end. So that's the flow chart. To summarize, we have learned on what is algorithm development all about, the 5 major steps involved in algorithm development process, and how to do a pseudocode and flowchart. Soon, I will upload another video on how to do a pseudocode and flowchart for a complex program. Maybe I will do for the ATM program which I have uploaded before this. So that's all from me. Thank you very much and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.